see a boost in your health, your mood, and your productivity all day long. Now here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just some feel-good motivational talk. These rituals are backed by science. They are proven strategies. Let's take a look at what's actually happening under the hood when you create a consistent morning routine. Okay, it pretty much all starts with this thing called your circadian rhythm. Just think of it as your body's own internal master clock. When you have a consistent morning routine, especially one that involves getting some natural light, you're helping to tune that clock. And the result? You sleep better at night and feel way more alert during the day. And this just brilliantly shows the amazing chain reaction. A few simple habits can activate your parasympathetic nervous system. That's basically your body's built-in rest and digest mode, which physically calms you down. These habits regulate that internal clock we just talked about. They stabilize your blood sugar so you don't crash later, and they build up your mental muscle for better focus. Okay, so now that we know the why, let's get into the what. But here's the thing. Don't think of these as a rigid checklist you have to follow. Think of it more like a toolkit, a buffet of options you can pull from to build something that really works for you. So here are the 5 core building blocks. First up, the physical stuff. Hydration to wake up your system, and some mindful movement. Could be anything from stretching to a quick walk to get your blood flowing. Then you've got your mind, taking just a moment for mental clarity, like with journaling or meditation, and getting some natural light to reset that clock. And finally, you gotta fuel up with a good breakfast for energy that actually lasts. Now for what might be the most crucial part. How do you actually make this happen? Because let's be honest, knowing what to do is the easy part. Building a routine that you actually stick with, that's the real challenge. So let's get into the nitty-gritty, actionable steps. Seriously, if you remember only one thing from this whole section, make it this. The #1 reason people fail is because they try to change everything all at once. So just pick one thing. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water right when you wake up, or doing 5 minutes of stretching. That's it. Start small, get that win, and then you can build from there. This timeline is a fantastic way to go. Week 1, just watch and plan, no pressure. Week 2, you bring in that one small habit. Now, a huge game changer is preparing the night before. Lay out your clothes, get your coffee ready. It just removes all the friction. And remember, consistency is way more important than intensity. Try to wake up around the same time, but hey, be flexible. Life happens. And of course, here are the traps to look out for. We already talked about starting too big. Another huge one is waking up earlier, but not actually getting enough sleep. That completely defeats the purpose. Also, don't create a routine that's so strict it shatters the first time your day goes off script. And maybe most importantly, don't just copy what someone else is doing. This has to fit your life and your goals. So, to wrap things up, let's look at how a few really successful people put these ideas into action. And remember, the goal here isn't to copy them, it's to see how different people with different goals build different but equally effective routines. So, take Oprah. Her main focus is on mental clarity and having sustained energy for her day. So what are her cornerstones? Meditation and a good breakfast. It's a perfect example that a powerful morning doesn't have to mean a frantic workout at 4 a.m. It can be calm, it can be centering. Now, what I love about this is the contrast. You've got Apple's CEO Tim Cook, whose routine is all about productivity, so he gets up super early to exercise and get a head start on work. Then you have Oprah, who we just saw, focusing on mental clarity. See, 2 very different goals, 2 very different routines, but both are incredibly effective for them. And that brings us to the single most important takeaway. There's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all perfect morning routine. The absolute best, most effective ritual is the one that is built for you, for your goals, your schedule, and your personality. It has to serve your life. So it all comes down to this, right now. The real question isn't what Tim Cook does or what Oprah does. It's what are you gonna do? Based on everything we've just talked about, what is the one small thing you'll do tomorrow morning to start your day with intention?